get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Come on in, 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 hey, come on in, hey, come on in, 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 hey, come on in, 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 hey, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up, y'all? Ooh, child, I'm tired. Working a 9 to 5. Working the green mile, trying to get right for Jesus. That's what I've been doing, is trying to get right for Jesus. I've been working the green mile and I've been trying to get right for Jesus. Pardon me if I'm sitting here looking a little bit disheveled, okay? If I'm wearing the same shirt, just look over it, look past it, okay? You're probably going to see the shirt a couple of more times because dry cleaning bills are high, okay? And I ain't got it like that, okay? I'm tired of running to the dry cleaner up and down, left and right, tissy roll, tissy popping, okay? So I'm just going to sit here and go ahead and throw out those disclaimers now, okay? So we can get it behind us, period, okay? Period. I'm just waiting for y'all to come on in. I'm trying to get some of y'all to come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in this house. The Bible says, come on in this place, okay? Come on in this place, okay? Come on in this place. Hold on. Let me sit here and notify my other squad. Let me see and take a picture real quick. Take a picture real quick. It'll last longer. Take a picture real quick. It'll last longer. Tell the man with the money, come pay me. It's an impromptu live tonight. I ain't gonna be in here long though. Oh, this shit finna fall. There we go. Ugh. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get all my notifications sent out. Just hold the line. Y'all be hold the line. Okay, hold the line like you held for that good eggplant, for that good mandingo, okay, for that good sausage that was coming through your house the other night. Hold the line and have that same energy right now and be patient, just like you was patiently waiting for that man to come through and choo-choo train through you. Okay, y'all hold the line for a second. Okay. Trying to figure out how to do this, y'all. Y'all know I don't get on social media that much on my YouTube, so I'm a little rusty. I'm a little resty. How is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody out there doing tonight? Okay, are y'all doing all right? Are y'all doing all right? All right, all right. Okay, so clearly y'all can tell by the topic, by my description, what I came here to talk about. That is Beyoncé, okay? The Beehive, okay? AKA the Bumblebee, AKA the Queen. aka all that good ish and more. Oh, I gotta stop doing this. I do this every single time. I need an assistant. That's what I need. I need somebody to help me to understand how to do all of this stuff because I done got rusty. I done got rusty at it. I guess I have to figure it out later, child, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't know. So, anywho, I came on here to talk about the Queen Bee, okay? And it's rarely that I ever really get on here and want to talk about really too much of anything because I be so busy working. A bitch be tired. I mean, a hoe be tired. I mean, a brother be tired. So, look, first of all, let me just get down to the nitty gritty, okay? So, I was minding my own business as usual, okay? Now, before I even go further into that, let me just go and sit here and say, I really don't care about a lot of stuff at this point in my life because I got my own stuff to deal with. So a lot of stuff don't really phase me. That's why y'all done stop really seeing me doing a lot of videos, covering a lot of stuff, talking about a lot of stuff because it's just a lot of stuff just don't phase me anymore. I just don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. And sometimes it's okay to have a don't care spirit. Okay. It's okay to have a don't care spirit at times. Okay. It's okay to have a don't care spirit at times. Like right now, I could have edited this video and made it what it was, but I just don't care because I don't have the time to. I just got out working 10 hours. I don't want to be feeling like sitting up here at no computer editing no video. So excuse me if I just feel like hitting the live button and whoever watch it. Whoever don't, oh well. We gonna keep it right on moving. And where they say one or two are gathered, okay, you already know. If you read the Bible, you know what the rest of the verse say. So with that being said, it is what it is. It is what it is. So with that being said, I was on Facebook and I saw an interesting article where Beyonce was featured as a part of her 40th birthday celebration, I guess. I would assume, or her pushing up on 40. Okay, which kudos, shout out to her. And basically, Harper's Bazaar magazine, which is a really like high-end magazine, was basically did like a whole like editorial basically on her, like I mean pictures, videos, everything you name it. Now, what really got me, and I'm gonna read it first, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then I'm just gonna let that be that. And wherever the cards just fall wherever they fall at. Okay. So, first thing is the question was asked to Beyonce: how do you process the changing world of celebrity culture and protect your inner self? Beyonce's reply was, "We live in a world with few." Well, I can't really do a good Beyonce impersonation, so I'm just going to say it in my voice. But, anyways, we live in a world with few boundaries and a lot of access. There are so many internet therapists and comment critics and experts with no expertise, which I do agree. Our reality can be warped because it's based on a personalized algorithm. It shows us whatever truths we are searching for, and that's dangerous. We can create our own false reality when we're not fed a balance of what's truly going on in the world. Agree with you so far. It's easy to forget that there's still so much to discover outside of our phones. I'm grateful that I have the ability to choose what I want to share. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. I have the ability to choose what I want to share. Okay. One day I decided I wanted to be like Sade or Sade. Is it Sade? Y'all know I'm country as hell. Sade, Sade. That's the way my country is. That's the way I see it. That's the way I'm pronouncing it. So she wanted to say she wanted to be like, Sade and Prince. So one day she decided she wanted to be like Sade and Prince, and she wanted to focus only on the music aspect of things, and wanted people to see her for her art form only, and that's it. Let me make sure this thing is still recording. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Just hold the thought, because I want to make sure it's still recording. Public people. No. Okay. I think we good. Oh, y'all, I'm blind as I don't know what. I'm blind like somebody grandma. You can tell I can't see by the way I'm looking at this screen. Okay. I think I'm good. All right. So, anyways, she said one day I decided I want to be like Sade and Prince, and I wanted the focus to be on my music because if the art isn't strong enough or meaningful enough to keep people interested and inspired, then I'm in the wrong business. My music, my films, my art, my message, that should be enough. I agree. Throughout the career, I've been intentional about setting boundaries between my stage persona, my personal life. My family and friends often forget that side of me. That is the beast my family and friends, often forget the side of me that is the beast in stilettos until they are watching me perform. It can be easy to lose yourself very quickly in this industry. It takes your spirit and light and then spits you out. I've seen it countless times, not only with celebrities, but also producers, directors, executives, etc. It's not for everyone, but before I started, I decided that I only pursued a career if my self-worth was dependent on more than celebrity success. I've surrounded myself with honest people who I admire, who have their own lives and dreams and are not dependent on me. People I can grow and learn from, and vice versa. In this business, so much of your life does not belong to you unless you fight for it. I fought to protect my sanity and my privacy because the quality of my life depended on it. A lot of who I am is reserved for the people I love and trust. Those who don't know me and have never met me might interpret that as being closed off. Trust. The reason those folks don't see certain things about me is because my Virgo ass does not want them to see it. It is not because it doesn't exist. Okay. So y'all hear that, right? So she says that basically her people assuming that girl, I be hearing things in my head, I be going crazy. So I have to be looking around. But people be assuming that basically Beyonce has always lived a private life because she wants to be private. And basically she was letting people know that it's not about her being private. It's just that her Virgo, okay, just wants to be that way and wants people to see what she wants them to see. Now, I was okay with all of this, sis, until it got down to that part. And the reason for that is because of the fact that I'm so sick and tired of people always relating zodiac signs to being the reason why you like you are. No, you are like you are because you are like you are. That's just like with me. I'm a Scorpio. People tell me all the time, I'm crazy. Oh, you Scorpio people are crazy. Oh, y'all do the most. Y'all ain't nothing but some old crazy want to be a promiscuous, always out in the streets, don't know how to keep a man, don't know how to get a woman, don't know how to do X, Y, and Z. Y'all personalities all over the place. Y'all Scorpios, y'all sneaky. No, sis, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China, okay? It has absolutely nothing to do. My zodiac sign, me being a Scorpio, ain't got nothing to do with it because little do people know I'm probably one of the most boring people in bed, anyways. Okay. First of all, I ain't fixing to be going doing all of this stuff that people be out here doing. Okay. 69, Tootsie rolling. Okay. Everybody see him putting their mouth on Tom, Billy, Healy, Dilly. Okay. Little Ray Ray, little Noop Noop. I don't believe in all of that. Okay. My mouth only belongs on food and USDA grade A beef. Now take that for the way you want to sit here and take it. Wink, wink. And I think you do. But you understand what I'm saying. I don't believe in doing all of that. Yeah, I can be freaky at times, but guess what? I'm not the freak person that people think I am because I'm a Scorpio. So that ain't got nothing to do with the prostitute in China. And for people that was all in the comments, I completely agree with people. A lot of people was in the comments, after reading this article, her saying that, oh, she a Virgo, and us Virgos, we just like our privacy. It ain't got nothing to do about we trying to be all secretive. We just like to be to ourselves because we are introvert. No, you are an introvert because that's just how you are. That may just be a product of you may just be a product of your environment as far as how you was raised. It just may be who you are. It just may be who you are. So if that just may be who you are, why can't you just leave it at that? Why does a zodiac sign, astrology, has to play a part in determining your personality? Because let me tell you something right now. I know a lot. I done been around the block a couple of times, okay? I done been around the block a couple of times. And I'm going to tell you right now, I done met a lot of personalities, and a lot of personalities do not match with what them zodiac signs be saying. Okay, I done met some lazy Scorpios. I done met some good Scorpios in bed. Okay, I done met some Virgos who was introvert. I done met some Virgos who were extrovert. I done met a lot of people. Okay, I done met a lot of people. So I'm so sick and tired of people putting labels all over everything. Oh, if you got to be a Virgo in order to see him be this. You got to be a Scorpio in order. No, it's all wrong. It's wrong. Sis, it's wrong. I hate it. It just aggravates me. Okay. It makes my booty itch. I just don't like it. It just completely irritates me. Stop saying that. You are who you are because that's just who you are. Stop putting stuff as far as, oh, I am this way because of X, Y, and Z as it pertains to labels. Oh, because of the fact that I'm a zodiac Cancer and stuff. No, it's a lot of emotional people all across the board from different zodiac signs. Okay, I done met them left and right. They ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. So when I read this and it said, those who don't know me, have never met me, might interpret that as being closed off. Trust the reason those folks don't see certain things about me because my Virgo does not want them to see it. It does not want them to see it. It's not because it doesn't exist. No, Beyonce, no, no, no. Okay, that is not the only thing that's going to define you is because you're a Virgo. Now, because you're a Virgo, that means you got to live up to all these expectations of what a Virgo is. I just don't buy into it. I'm sorry, not the God I serve. Okay, that ain't my ministry, not the ministry I came from. Okay, Samuel Chapel AME did not teach me that. Okay, myself did not teach me that. So if you think I'm fixing to sit here and just be believing, talking about, oh, you are the way you are because you are, no, no. Because I know a lot of zodiac signs, and a lot of zodiac signs like their own privacy. Okay, there's a lot of zodiac signs out here who like their own privacy. Just like folks, once again, going back to Scorpios. I'm born November the 10th. People want to assume, oh, I know you crazy. I just know you got all kind of stuff going on. You ain't faithful. Y'all ain't faithful. Y'all sneaky. Y'all just do the most. Y'all just don't know how to just stay in one. No, baby, that's called bipolar. It ain't got nothing to do about me being a Scorpio. I'm sorry. No, no. There's other things that can be wrong as to the reason why you are the way you are. It ain't got nothing to do about you, the fact that you a Scorpio. Just like by you, just the same way of you having a considered to have because I got big hands, that means I got a big thing. No, since when does labels define people and what they have? No, no, no. No, that is not how it go. Okay, that is not how it go. Because all skinny people ain't got big things, and all big people ain't got little things, and vice versa. And I think you know what I mean, and I think you do. So with that being said, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop saying, "Oh, child, I can't get with no Scorpio. I can't get with no Aquarius because child, they just do the most. Every Aquarius that I had just done did the most." Well, you know what? Since if every person that you done had done did the same thing, have you ever seen and thought about maybe the problem is you? Hello, hello, I can't hear you. Can I get about what? Can I buy what? Huh? Oh, okay. Just saying. I'm just checking because I'm just trying to understand. And so when I was reading this, when I was read when I was reading that, it was just irking me when I read all this because for the longest people always say, "Oh, Beyonce, she's so private. She's so private." And then I started seeing people all down the timeline. "Oh, she just that way because it's just how us Virgos are. Us Virgos are just like that. Represent one time for the Virgos. Represent one time, just like they say, represent one time for the city girls, because city girls just always hood, ain't got no education." No, no, those are all just stereotypes. Stereotypes that society has put in y'all mind. Let it go. This is a new era. And you are the way you are because of whatever the case is. That's just it. It's simple as that. Now, can there be things in your past that has molded you and shaped you into becoming the person that you are? Yes. Now, that part I do agree. Case in point, I say this all the time about myself. And I know a lot of people probably ain't gonna agree with me. I'm probably gonna catch a lot of flack with this, but I'm gonna stand by it. Okay, just like that lady said, that's my man. I'm gonna stand by him. I'm gonna stand by him. I'm gonna stand by him. Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna stand by him. I sure am. I'm gonna stand by him. And just like I'm gonna stand by this comment when I sit here and say, I would never feel like that I was born into being a gay man. I'm sorry, I just don't at this point in my life because this is my own experience. This is what I've been through. I know the things that I've endured. Okay, I know the person that I used to be versus the person that I am now. Does it define who I am now that I am as far as into living my truth, into being a bisexual person? I mean, it doesn't really make a difference at this point, but I'm just saying that what I have endured in my past definitely has had an impact on who I am today. I have not let it define me because I don't like people to sit here and limit me and put me in a box and say, "Oh, you got to be this way because this is just the way it's got to be." Or if you just this way, then you must just be in this way. No, I just don't believe that because I know what my experiences is. I know I've been through a lot of trauma in my childhood. I know I've dealt with a lot of grown men in my childhood at a very early age, dealing with a lot of adult situations that I should have not been in. Okay. And as a result, fast forward, when I finally did become a consenting adult, okay, a lot of things in my life, it was what it was because by then I had already had all of these experiences. But does it define who I am? No, because of the fact that I chose not to let it define who I am. Yeah, I do have a little feminine energy. Yeah, I do have a masculine energy as well. But I don't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm just gonna walk out the door one day and just automatically declare myself, child, I'm just a gay man just because this just the way it was for me." Now, this is only my opinion, my experience. I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for me. I'm just a gay man just because that's just because, people put that label on me and I know I like men. And so I can't be bisexual or both. I must be gay. So that's just gonna have to be that. No, I don't. I'm telling you, I don't feel like I was born that way. So with that being said, that's my own prerogative. That's my experience. So if I feel that way, then I feel that way. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, because I am this or because I am that," it just automatically means that X, Y, and Z must be this way. Because I like women of all classes. I like men of all classes. Young, old, slender, okay, bust, school shape, okay, Bentley shape, Lexus shape. I like all kinds of people. Okay, shaped like a bucket. Okay, I done dated all kinds of people. I'm in love with the idea of energy and love as it pertains to people and their personalities and what they stand for. The only things that I will absolutely and cannot tolerate that I do get real kind of what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to call it shallow on, is that, and I think this is a fair game as far as with what I'm about to say, is that I absolutely cannot deal with people who got bad odors and bad hygiene and all X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry, I just can't deal with it. It irks my spirit. Okay, I'm just one of those people. I like to be clean. I like to smell clean. I like for my breath to be clean. I like to use a different toothbrush. That's just me. I'm not saying that my partner has to use a different toothbrush, but I damn sure expect that the person keep themselves up. I don't want to be around no stinking person, because if we go out in public, you are a representation of me and vice versa. So with that being said, I'm just trying to explain to y'all the more of the story as I'm trying to say with all of this, because of this article that I had been reading with Beyoncé, is that you don't have to let stuff define you as being that, oh, that's just the way I am because that's the Virgo in me. No, maybe you just like to sit here and be to yourself. Maybe you just don't like people all in your business, and just simple as that. People always want to sit here and call, and what really gets me a lot of times is that, and I get this a lot, and I know I'm finna step on some toes, because don't think that I don't see y'all out there, because I do. I just don't sit here and say too much about it. But people think all the time that I have a problem or attitude with them, when I really don't, because I don't even really be checking for you. Matter of fact, you don't even cross my mind in a day. And it's not because I'm saying it in a mean way. I'm just saying that I go through a lot on a daily basis. And for people that do with me, they understand what I mean when I say that. So I already be having a lot going on in my own life. And people got to understand, when you grow up, and this once again goes back to what I was saying in regards to, sometimes you can be or go through things in your life that just automatically mold and shape you into becoming or carrying out certain, I guess you would say, qualities or certain behaviors, or just the way you move, and stuff. And people got to realize that when you have been dealing with a lot of mistrust, people abusing your kindness for weakness, people taking advantage of you left and right, and when it all comes down to it, the only thing that people are left telling you is that, well, at some point, Tristan, you should know better. At some point, Tristan, you should sit here and be able to, tell the difference between night and day. You should have some accountability. You should sit here and have this. You should sit here and have that. So when it gets to that point, to when people start saying that and saying, oh, okay, now you're trying to tell me about how I should sit here and feel, or that my feelings are not valid. It's cool. It's fine. It's okay. Let me just take a step back and do me and stay in my own lane, and not sit here and just, what I choose to share is what I'm going to choose to share. And what I'm not going to choose to share, I'm not going to choose to share. And that's just going to be that. So that's just the way I've become with people. A lot of times I don't even have a problem with people. It's just that I am very much at a point in my life to where I try to protect my energy at all costs, because I know my mental well-being has a lot riding at stake on it. And what I mean by that is that if I fall apart, everything that I worked on building, on maintaining, is all going to crumble, because there's nobody but me. I don't have a partner. I don't have a spouse. I don't have the kind of family members that just be like, oh, we gonna just, whatever you go through, we gonna just automatically get you out every single time out of the situation, no matter what. No, I don't have those kind of privileges. So with that being said, when you know that you got a lot riding at stake, you have to learn how to keep your inner core peace grounded and focused and steadfast, because you can't let people from the outside disrupt what you got going on in your vision that you got as far as laser focused on. And that's what I had to learn. I used to be so worried about how people felt about me. I used to be so worried that, oh my God, if I didn't do X, Y, and Z, people was going to automatically think I was a horrible person. Now I just don't care. It's not because I don't like the person, it's just because I just don't have the time and energy in my body anymore. Yeah, I know I may look fine to you through this camera, but my body be mentally and physically tired. Sickle cell is no joke out there. For people that deal with it, it's no joke. It takes a toll on you. So if I'm already dealing with stuff like that, what makes you think I want to take on other problems that I don't even have to involve myself with, or either involve my energy wasted on thinking about, all because of what a person has already made up in their mind about me from their own perception, all because I just want to sit here and be to myself and just keep a little bit of my life to myself. It's not that it's not that I got any bad intentions of thinking about the other person. It's just that that's just who that's the person that I've become molded out to be, because my past is my past. It doesn't define me. But I would be sitting here and lying to you if I sit here and told you that it has not, in some shape or form, molded me into a different person to learn to just be this person of, I don't have to keep my guard up, but yet at the same time, you know, I have to sit here and worry about Tristan at the end of the day. I have to worry about Mr. 6'8" at the end of the day. When the camera go off, Mr. 6'8" is gone. It's nothing but Tristan left. And I've said this once before, and I said it once again. When you got your own self to depend on, knowing that a lot rides at stake, and that if you fall apart, things around you are going to crumble, you don't have time to be bothered with nonsense from other people, because you got to focus on what you got to focus on. Okay. How can you help other people if yourself ain't right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm far from perfect. I'm not perfect. I am not right. There's a lot problematic with me. People already know this. It's public knowledge. It's whatever. But I don't care. I don't have to care, because I can acknowledge it, and I can admit it, and be man enough to admit it, that hey, this is just who I am. So, with that being said, me being the way that I am, it don't have nothing to do with me being a Scorpio. It don't have nothing to do with the fact that I'm gay or bisexual, whatever you want to see here and put it as. It could just sometimes be simply my phone, my iPad, my computer going dead, but it can just sometimes be simply that I just am the way I am, because that's just, this is what you get in present day. This is 32 years of experience. Hold on, y'all. My laptop going dead. Okay, I'm back. Did y'all miss me? Y'all miss me? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But that was the main thing I wanted to share, though, because it just was really bothering me, especially when I started seeing people in the comments start, really being like, well, dang, what am I then? Because Beyonce said she a Virgo, and that means that she a Virgo. That's just how Virgos are. And that just means that Virgos are just that way. And that basically that makes me feel like that any other zodiac sign don't matter. No, it ain't got nothing to do with the zodiac signs, baby. You just are the way you are, because that's just the way you are. That's just who you are present day. It's just who you are present day. And one of the reasons why I don't really come on here as often is because, believe it or not, I do get really bad. Like, hey, look, look, he go somebody calling me. I do get really bad anxiety, though. Really bad anxiety, like super bad anxiety. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay. But I do get really bad anxiety on coming on camera, period, because um there was somebody that had went live today, right? His name was Zoe. For those of you that know I am Zoe, y'all know the person I am Zoe from what's the show from Nick Cannon? I don't know the name of the show, but y'all know it's Zoe. Zoe that be on Instagram or whatnot. But he got on live today and he was talking about people was, pretty much coming down on him hard and stuff for, certain things that he had posted on his Instagram. And he was just speaking on how when you become popular or Instagram famous or Instagram influencer and stuff like that, that people you really can't move or talk like you used to talk or move like you want to move, as we all have seen what happened with the baby and stuff. And that part I do find truth to it. But as far as when it comes to Zoe, on his part, I will sit here and say that some of the stuff that Zoe be posting, you can't sit here and say and get online, Zoe, and talk about how when you become a certain status that you automatically you can't do X, Y, and Z. Yes, you can, because I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter how famous I get from being on YouTube or Facebook or whatever the case, I'm still gonna sit here and shop, do my own shopping, do my own driving, do my own washing clothes. I don't believe in all of that people doing stuff for me, because first of all, I don't even trust people like that. So, I mean, for people to sit here and say because you're a celebrity, that means you can't sit here and do certain things. Yes, you can. You just have to be smart about it. Okay. Now, when it comes to as far as what you say out of your mouth, yeah, I can understand that part, because people do pick apart everything you sit here and say, which is why you do have to be careful nowadays. People say it's a free country, freedom of speech. Really, it's not. I'm just going to sit here and be honest. But it's neither here nor there. But the more of everything is that what he was saying in regards to people tearing you apart when you become this person that people see every day on the camera because they don't know you behind the scenes, is what it all goes back to when it came to the privacy thing that Beyonce was talking about over years of people thinking that she was just trying to hide her life from people. And she was like, no, that's just the Virgo in her. And she just, chose to let people see what she wanted them to see and see, because she wanted people to respect her for her art, basically, which I can agree with her partially on that, but I don't believe it's because she know Virgo. I'm just gonna sit here and be honest with you. I don't believe it's because she know Virgo that she that way. I just believe that that's just because the way she was trained and taught, and she just was raised to always be modest and keep things tasteful and never let people sit here and know what goes on behind closed doors, because we know in the Black community people like to put stuff up under the rug anyways, and that's just the way society has taught us. So that's just the way it is. And as it is, we need to stop doing that, because what happens with that is that people then get a pass for certain things that they do, and then as time go on, now you got years later, you're still dealing with stuff from the past because it was never dealt with, because people just sit here and brush it off and say, "Oh, you'll be fine, pray your way through." No, prayer don't always sit here and fix everything. Does it change things? Yeah, but it don't fix everything. Sometimes you need prayer and a little extra something else to get you over the hump. Okay, you need a little prayer and something else to get you over the hump. Okay, and I ain't talking about no, sniff, sniff, or no drinky drink and stuff like that. Sometimes you just need to sit here and sit yourself down and ask yourself what's really going on, and just really sit here and tap in to that space that you have chosen to suppress in your mind as far as the thoughts and everything, and really deal with that stuff head on, because if not, it's just going to keep coming back up. And you know what that's going to do? Those things will define who you are as a person, because what's going to happen is that now you have allowed those things to consume you. And now that you have allowed those things to consume you, now you can't even sit here and be the person that you was destined to be, because now you got all this stuff holding you down in bondage. So how can you move forward if you dealing with all this stuff that you got holding you down in bondage, and you ain't never seen here really figured it out? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think I've spoken this earlier. I know I'm probably going off topic, but I'm just random like that, and that's just the way it is. It ain't because of no reason. That's just who I've always been. But I do agree professional help is good. It's always good to talk to somebody. I absolutely agree with that 1000%. However, if you have went for multiple attempts to talking to people, sometimes you just get to the point where you just tired of talking to people about the same old ish on a different day. So with that being said, if it still has not resolved some of the issues that you done talked about 10 years ago with the professional help people that you're supposed to have when to sit here and talk to, and untalked to about or three or four more times before now, since then you may need to reconsider other options, because it ain't working. You just racking up insurance bills, okay, billing insurance for nothing and ain't getting no help. So, with that being said, I say all of that to say this. It's important to know who you are and what you are and why you are the way you are in terms of because of simply being you, not because of simply what somebody has told you about yourself, not what somebody has as far as taught in society and pushed down on you that, oh, you are this way because of certain things, labels, you know, we have to understand who we are. And that's something I'm still learning about myself. I've had to learn how to not allow certain things to completely erase my identity of who it is or who I am as a person. And I've had to learn how to be okay with certain things as it pertains to who I am today and accept those things. Does it mean that I don't feel like that, you know, I won't be accepted by people? No, because I feel like that acceptance start with yourself first. So if you can't accept yourself, how you gonna expect anybody else to accept you anyways? That's for one. But it should also stand on the grounds of people got to realize that we all in this life have had different journeys and different paths that have made us who we are today. And when I say that, I've come to realize that despite all of my struggles and what I've been through, I'm not the only person going through stuff. It's a lot of other people going through way worse stuff right now. I mean, take a look around. It's a lot of other people going through way worse stuff right now. As you see the words are coming out of my mouth, okay? And I'm just saying that from a place of everybody has their own battles, demons, things that they have to sit here and deal with. But I think at the end of the day, it's just all about how you choose to go about letting it, as far as become a part of your identity or letting it be a stepping stone into something greater that you're supposed to be walking into in order to maybe help somebody else overcome the same situation. And that's honestly what keeps me going is because, people don't realize that me being to myself has nothing to do with the fact that I think I'm better than somebody. It has nothing to do with the fact of me being a Scorpio. It has nothing to do with the fact of I got an issue with somebody, but it has everything to do with the fact of for my own story, I know what I've been through. And because I know what I've been through and how it has affected me, there are a lot of times I completely do just sometimes want to fall apart. But then I have to remind myself that if you went through that and you got through it, then you're gonna have to go through this and get through it somehow. And I kept for the longest, and maybe I'll talk about this in another video, but I promise you, for the longest, I was so sick, and and sometimes that those thoughts they still creep in. I'd be like, I'm over this. Just go ahead and take me out now. I don't want to be here on earth because I don't feel like I have an identity. I don't feel like I have a vision, a purpose, nothing like that. And my godmom had to, and for whatever reason, even though she's talked to me constantly over and over and over and over again, for whatever reason, it stuck with what she said this last time that I went through my little situation that I went through last year. And she told me, she was like, if you were supposed to have been gone, if you wasn't supposed to be on earth, you would have been gone a long time ago. Look at everything that you have been through and have made it through and have survived, all the while still being in your right mind. So if you were supposed to have been left, if it wasn't meant for you to be on this earth, you would have been gone. So because you are still here on this earth, it clearly shows you that your mission, your purpose, you haven't carried out what you're supposed to sit here and do. You haven't sit here and impacted certain people that you're supposed to impact. And when I looked at it that way, I had to realize, you know what? She got a point. Because for the longest, I just felt completely lost. Didn't really know where I fit in as far as category. Didn't really know how to define myself. Was confused, lost. Okay. Sometimes I still do get lost. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. But I had to come to realize that everything is a journey and everything is a process and everything is a lesson. So just like with my YouTube channel, you know, a lot of the reasons why you don't really see a lot of content is because I just really had to stop and just take a breather and just realize that a lot of the stuff that I was doing, y'all, as far as like my recent content, I didn't really want to do that stuff. Let me tell you something. So, what I've come to realize over the summer of 2021 is that I really don't care too much about what other people got going on in their lives. So when it comes to me having to review shows or talk about certain people, or even with this situation, like the only reason why the Beyoncé situation struck a chord with me is because of certain things that I know I could pull out of that article that I read that I could sit here and relate to, that really had a close tug at my heart. But if it ain't something that's really pulling at my heartstrings, I just really don't be caring, because the way I see it is that you spend so much time invested into talking about these people, and you see it all the time. You got all these YouTubers, and all they do is cover all these stories day in, day out, having to talk about people, talk about people, talk about people, talk about people, constantly be invested in other people's lives, have to constantly sit here and track what other people doing. You have to constantly know what they eating, constantly know when they sleeping, what their schedule look like. You got to know all this stuff so that when it comes time for you to have journalism skills, you can get on point and be able to sit here and keep up with the story. Then if the story changed, you got to get back on YouTube again and make another video. And then when you get back on YouTube, make another video, then something else going to sit here and change. Then now you got to sit here and keep up with that. It's just too much. And for people like me that actually got a 9-to-5 job and work outside of YouTube, even though, I done made a little money off of it, but it ain't no money to sit here and sustain me like my regular job is. I ain't got time to be bothered with these out here worried about what somebody sit here and doing, who done cheated on somebody, who ain't paid child support. I ain't got time for that. If it's not paying my bills, if it ain't paying my bills or satisfying me or making me feel some kind of way on the inside, it's just not my concern. You ain't even in my vision. You're not even in my peripheral. So why even be bothered or concerned? It's just like, why even be bothered? Why even do it? Are you doing it because of the fact that you see other people doing it, so you feel like that you got to mimic and follow in the lane that they're following in? No. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not fixing to keep sitting here being up late at night editing videos over stuff that I really don't even be caring about. Yeah, I do like to watch TV, but I like to watch TV as a way to escape from all of the other madness, not because I got to sit here and do another job after I leave my 9-to-5. I ain't got that kind of time on my hand. I do not have that kind of time on my hands. Some of y'all may have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time on my hand. Okay? I got to go to sleep at night at some point. Okay, I ain't no Energizer Bunny. I ain't no spring chicken no more. Okay, I don't go cock-a-doodle-doo anymore. Okay, and just be hopping up like a bunny rabbit. No, no, I had to stop all of that. Stop all of that. So what I had to come to realize is, find your own lane, what you good at. And what I'm good at is that I'm good at sharing my life experiences. I'm good at talking about life things. I'm good at, when it comes to trying to give people advice, like I'm good at all that stuff. But when it comes to having to keep up with other folks' lives and what they got going on, baby, I don't care. I don't care at all. Period. Nada. Zilch. Don't care. Ask me, do I care? No. So, when I realized that, I just like, you know what? If I ain't got nothing to talk about, then I'm not going to get up here on YouTube. Simple as that. Period. Until I get my act together and really put together a system that works for me, I'm not fixing to get on here and talking about no doggone Hazel E. I don't know no Hazel T, Turb E, whatever you call that girl. Okay, Chia Pet. I don't know that girl. I'm not even finna sit and get up here and talk about no damn Ti and Tiny and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that. No, I don't want to sit here and talk about no doggone um Future out here ain't paying his child support again, sitting here doing his baby. Don't nobody care. That's Future problem. That ain't mine. I got mine to worry about. I ain't got no kids. I do not have no kids. So what I'm gonna sit here and want to worry about spending my time and energy concerning bringing the news to y'all. Y'all can go out there to the shade room and see it for yourselves. I don't want to talk about no damn Darius Cooks. I don't care. That man is not important to me. I ain't never really cared to watch him from the beginning. Don't really care for him now. So that man is not important to me. Do I feel like making it? No, I don't care. Don't care at all. I just don't care. It just don't matter to me because it's not a part of my vision. It's not benefiting my soul. It's not benefiting me helping others. I can't sit here and give you any kind of wisdom from it because at this point a lot of the nonsense is just stupidity. No. If I can't give you some kind of life lesson from it, no. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care about no money. I'm not doing it anymore. Period. That's all though. I've been on here 51 minutes. I didn't want to keep y'all long. Drop in the comments if you got something to say. I love each and one of y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.